thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Ready? Check. Crunch. And ready?
Lawrence will throw. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
2nd and 10.
We own them. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. The run.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown! DJ Chark on the touchdown throw from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. So Melvin Gordon, he has been a 1,000-yard rusher in this league. Known more for getting the tough yards, but he breaks off a big one there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses. and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Lawrence going to throw again. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back them up 5. A slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Gordon once more. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! That's caught. Marvin Jones, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now Gordon on 1st down. Nifty move by Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. He sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Block now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Locke. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Locke looks to throw it again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Jaguars 21, Broncos 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
56 is mine. 56 is mine.
Now Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's Arnold. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon God.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On second down, Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run it again with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Lock to throw for it on 4th. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Block off of play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On first down, Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence will throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. But to throw again is Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's got this down to the 35. Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This one swung out to Williams. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll have the wind at his back here in the 4th quarter. The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. On second down, Gordon once more. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw it is Locke. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars have just about sewn up this football game. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Locke, it's a loss of 2 there, bringing up, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Lock to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Able to find Jones. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously, Charles. Two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll actually throw it with Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. Lock. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now to the air, Lock. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Lock trying again after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! Dan Arnold from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Jaguars 21, Broncos nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. The 40. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Again, it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And this one is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing on first down is Lock. This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Lock again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 26 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a throw here to his running back, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Clock now on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before half for Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
They'll run. It's Etienne. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Marvin Jones, 34 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Locke's throw into the hands of Finn.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. Here's a diving catch right side.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Locke now on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A give to ETN running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 35.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Lawrence on first down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 92 yards rushing for him now to this point. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll go again with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there for Denver. Locke off of play action. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Noah Fant on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock.
And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Locke going to throw. Flush to his right. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars! James O'Shaughnessy from 4 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Squib kick picked up near the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.